As a veteran dorming in Korea, these are some of the few things that you should put attention before you come dorm here. First thing, the most important thing, make sure you know all the rules. Make sure you know all the rules and all the things that you need to follow, the guidelines of living in dormitories. Make sure you know them because they will save you a lot of stress and possibly warnings and maybe being kicked out of the dorm. So see that first. I would also say something that's quite interesting about Korean dorms and something you need to focus on. Not focus on, but like realize and think before you come here. It's not like the States or other countries. Guys and girls cannot be in the same floor after certain times. For Yonsei University dorms, I'm not quite sure about other dorms in other universities and other places in Korea. Also, guys and girls cannot be in the same room. If you get caught, you're gonna get into a warning, so you don't want to do that. So yeah, if you're gonna be doing those freaking nasties, make sure your roommates won't talk on you and make sure you're not loud. Yeah. Also, if you end up dorming with Koreans, my personal opinion, from how many times I've dormed at this point, I've dormed 6 times at this point. So I've dormed so many times, I know what I'm talking about. And I dorm with more Koreans than foreigners. I only dorm with Koreans. No, I only dorm with foreigners 2 times. 2 different foreigners, and the rest was always Koreans. So, I can put my 2 cents in this conversation. But if I were to dorm with Koreans, my preference always will be overseas Koreans because they're the nicest. Toward foreigners, they speak English most of the time, and they also been foreigners in the past in other countries. That's why they're overseas Koreans, and they're usually very nice and understanding towards a foreigner. So personally, they're the nicest. So if you have a if you have a overseas Korean as your roommate, try to befriend them. If they wanna befriend you, befriend them, because maybe that's one of your few Korean friends that you will be able to have in Korea, and maybe they will open the doors for other Korean friends that are also overseas. So low-key, the best. That being said, normal Koreans is a little bit more complicated. Koreans are a little bit more complicated to have as roommates, just because most of them, they don't really speak that much English. Maybe they can read and understand it, but their forte is not really speaking most of the time. So they will probably not talk to you, and don't take that personally. Some of them, of course, there's some level of racism at that, but some of them just don't feel comfortable enough or confident enough to talk to you and communicate with you, which is completely normal. So have that in mind. Also, Koreans are completely different in the way of living from what I've realized from an overseas Korean or a foreigner. So you also need to take that into consideration. I would say dorming with Koreans and overseas Koreans has its benefits and its negatives. It really depends on what you like and what you don't like. It's up to you. But I always will try to be respectful as possible with both parties.